fight could end almost in the first seconds. Tyson literally rushed at an opponent who was not ready for such aggression, and as a result, Englishmen on the floor.
With the right hand, and there goes Bruno for the first time in the fight. The first right hand that caught him, he was down. He'll have to take the standing 8 count.
But Frank was not going to give up, so quickly picking himself up, he was able to shake Tyson himself with a left side, which at that time could not be done by anyone.
Very slowly across the ring. He knows he's into the boat. Tyson gets nailed with a left hook. Tyson looks wobbly as he attacks Bruno. Bruno continues to throw. Tyson was there, but he wasn't caught by a shot by Frank Bruno. Tyson trying to fight back. And
Fortunately for Mike, the sound of bell literally saves him.
A bell ends, round number 1, and the crowd loves it. So Bruno is down, but not hurt.
But, already starting from round 2, Bruno began to get tired. For this boxer, it was a common thing, because with such a muscle mass, it is very difficult to conduct long fights. Having sensed this, Iron Mike picked up the pace and took control of the fight. The Englishman had no choice but to clinch.
Better than 5,000 British subjects that are here. These fights have been so fast and so exciting, it's hard to do that. But especially alone, the Chris Myron's and to his advantage. But Tyson doesn't get frustrated. He just went in of Mike Tyson. Left hook to the body. Tyson attacks with a left of his own. He catches Bruno with a nice right hand, catches Bruno. Left hook. Bruno looks ready to go. Now is when he's going to hang on. And he does. He has Bruno right now. Bruno trying to keep him up. And the bell ends round number 2. And your heart's almost with Frank in such magnificent shape. Big, vicious. Tyson, lightning hands. Yeah, it's a question of time before Mike catches him. As some Reed was in his fight. Home stage inside is going to get Tyson both hands free. And they continue to fight after the bell. Tyson really has a look of...
Things just don't feel right when you have a sore throat. Trust Strepsils to turn different types of sore throats around. Fight germs and soothe at first signs with Strepsils to prevent your sore throat from getting worse. Or take Strepsils Extra for painful sore throat relief to help numb your throat pain in 5 minutes. Strepsils, own every moment.
Sick of the home selling bull? Here's something smarter. Sell your home.
It looks like Bruno could be hurt a bit. Tyson just really pours in like a madman almost. Frank has got to start throwing that right hand. Bruno is caught by a right hand and a left hook. Bruno comes back and catches Tyson. Right hand cut Bruno right in the forehead, followed up by the left hook. The style that Bruno is fighting here. Bruno again, quick. Uppercut comes that time. We're in the closing seconds now, round 4.
In the 5th round, Iron Mike, apparently tired of the opponent's endless clinches, decides to put an end to the fight by knocking out the opponent. And in the last seconds of the battle, his plan was fulfilled.
This place seats about 8,000 to 9,000 here. Bruno was caught that time, and Tyson knows it. Tyson trying to attack now to finish him off. Bruno has the wherewithal to hang on. The uppercut comes. Tyson gives him room to come off the ropes. Scores with the uppercut. Lands a big right hand. Bruno's in big trouble now. He's ready to go. And he hits him with a right hand. Bruno trying to hang on as best he can. He's still in big trouble. The uppercut catches him. The right hand catches him. He's really being hit now. Blood coming from the nose. His eyes are puffy. Tyson is punishing Frank Bruno right now. Bruno tries to hang on. Probably what he should do is get down to his knee and take an 8 count instead of letting this guy nail him with a flush right hand. This is round 5. Remember, a be saved by the bell as the big right hand lands. Tyson knows he's got him in big trouble. If he doesn't answer it, Richard Steele has moved in and has stopped the fight.
But we must give credit to Frank Bruno, who despite the monstrous damage managed to resist the fight on his feet at the moment when the referee was stopping the fight. After this brutal beating, in an interview, Iron Mike expressed his respect for his opponent, but, like always, by not forgetting to praise himself.
Mike, another one on your belt, another notch. Was this harder than you anticipated?
No, because I knew I was going to come up, he was talking, and the way he was talking, I knew he was hyped. He was ready to go. And I knew I was the best fighter in the world. Thank you, man. God bless you.
Good guy.
And I'm just convinced, you know what I mean? These fellas, how didn't challenge me with their somewhat primitive skills. They're just as good as dead.
After losing to Mike Tyson, Bruno will continue his career and have many more big fights, including the legendary battle with Lennox Lewis, where Frank surprisingly had a decent fight with the future boxing king. On September 2nd, 1995, the Englishman met with Oliver McCall. At that time, the WBC world champion, and defeated him. In that evening, all England rejoiced. Tyson's fate after meeting with Bruno in 1989 did not work out so well. 12 months later, Iron Mike will suffer a sensational defeat from Buster Douglas, once and for all, breaking the myth of his invincibility. Until 1991, he will fought 4 hard fights, especially with Donovan Ruddock. Next, he will go to prison for 4 years on rape charges. Mike Tyson will return from prison as a completely different person. Return to the ring after prison happened in 1995 against Peter McNeely, whom Tyson cleans up without any problems.
Bill's lane that stopped that nonsense from them starting to butt heads. Tyson with a left hook, a right, but that goes McNeely.
After, the victim of our hero was a fighter named Buster Mathis. Tyson's return from prison only added to his popularity. His fights drew millions of viewers around the world, but for full effect the title was needed, which at that time was owned by Tyson's old friend, Frank Bruno, and the revenge between the two fighters was not long in coming. If before the first fight the boxers were on a relatively friendly wave, then this time everything changed. Bruno no longer hid his negative feelings towards the opponent. Tyson was just as determined.
And the rock him to sleep. I hope Don King's got room in his lap.
It's interesting that Mr. Bruno's talking very brave and courageous. But we'll see.
Beat myself knocking out Mike Tyson spectacularly, knocked him out. There's no way he just has to come straight at me all the time. Straight at me. He cannot beat me that night. He cannot. I refuse to be beaten. I refuse to be hurt. Cook or cook, I'm going to win and I'm going to knock him out. You know what I mean? I've been away for too long. I've waited about 16 years to get in the position where I am. You know what I mean? And boy, he'd have to kill me to beat me that night, man. He'd have to murder me. I'm telling you. He'd have to, he'd have to kill me.
I used to see him laugh. I'll be in tremendous shape. I'll be in tremendous focus. And I'm whether he's throwing punches of bad intentions.
And so, on March 16, 1996, the fighters finally met in the ring. But, as in the first time and in the second, the muscles against Tyson did not help him.
27 pounds heavier, almost 4 inches taller. Huge reach advantage, and here we go. Round
Iron Mike, already at the very beginning of the battle, brought down all the rage on the opponent who was saved in the clinches.
Tyson down, ducked every one of them. Every time he comes in, he's going to hold him. He's not going to let Mike do what Mike wants to do on the inside. Hey, straight right, their heads off. With the questionable chin. He said he'll try this. He's learned to hold on, which he did with McCall. He is very strong, and he'll also try to tie Tyson up. So, on Mike's side, he's not bobbing and weaving like he has, and it's coming when he caught the steam. Well, if they were worried about Tyson's ferocity, that Bruno doesn't have the foot speed that could be. Bruno anywhere. Bruno for a nice right hand around the side of Tyson's ear and then a left hook to the body. Nice effort. And anytime, oh, here comes Tyson. Tyson with a combination with 20 seconds left in the round. You can't fix a chin. It was never great to begin with. Mike Tyson, but Bruno comes forward. 7 seconds to go. Bill's Lane trying to take control, and Tyson just loading up. Anytime he gets close to Tyson, he holds off. For a punch, and if he's just worried about holding. He looks like a guy who's just waiting for an ambush, I guarantee you. Oh, a left hook by Mike Tyson, flush on the face of Frank Bruno. Another left, and a combination by Tyson. Halfway through the second. Less than a minute remaining in round 2. There was a nice right uppercut by Bruno. Crab reacting a little. He's not fighting offensively. Right uppercut. Down the side of it. A home run. A home run thrown by Tyson. They just missed.
But it could not go on for so long. In the third round, Tyson runs a powerful combination that shock Bruno, and the referee rescues the boxer from beating again.
A pinch heavier, but I think he's a little more patient, a little more disciplined. Expected. He said he's not looking for the Tyson to flip McGinley back. There's a combination uppercut by Tyson. Tyson laying it on, pulling it on, down goes Bruno. And it is 3. Mike Tyson is champion.
As a result, after 6 years, Mike Tyson became the world champion for the second time, and the boxing world gets the main character, the villain in one person. After a while, people began to realize that this performance was probably one of the last performances of Tyson in which he resembled himself of the past. Nevertheless, events in the life of our hero changed him forever, but we'll talk about it somehow another time.
Comes up, another hook and right hand. You see him rip the uppercut. There's the angle. Bruno is out, and now it's just a matter of pummeling and finishing the job. The coup de grace, Bruno buckles. Part of the problem with Frank Bruno's strategy there was when he came in with one punch possible, not totally, committed. And I mean, no offense to any fighter. It is more honorable to get knocked out in 1, 2, or 3 rounds, fighting hard and putting yourself in a position to win.
The new WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Iron